The CrossFit Open is almost here, and 25.1 is just around the corner. So on today's episode, I have two absolute beasts joining me. One completed her rookie season at the 2024 CrossFit Games with a top 20 finish, and the other is her bestie, her gal pal, and nutrition coach. And they're going to share with you exactly what the day of eating will look like so she can crush her 25.1 workout and all the other open workouts. So I will bring my two awesome guests in here with me. We've got Hattie Kanyo and Coach Amanda. So Coach Amanda is a coach with CBG. So Amanda, what's like because I think Justin told me that you're like the sports. Are you like the coach for like the sports performance or something like that? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I would say like I'm the performance coach. Like anyone that's like games level, semifinals, wanting to get to semifinals level, even just like people in the gym that are training a few hours that are just wanting to compete at not the higher levels, I'd say that I am like the go-to performance coach for sure.
Awesome. Sweet. So are you the coach that works with like all the other games athletes too, like including Hattie?
Yeah, Hattie, I work with Hattie Hattie Kanyo.
That's me.
I'm going through my list. She's number one. Hannah Black, Annika Greer. I think that's it at like the higher levels right now.
Okay.
Joshua, I just picked up. He's like a teams athlete with Invictus. He won the teams in 2023.
Yeah.
I was working with also Rebecca Vidison as well.
Okay.
Ellie Turner.
Oh, Ellie Turner. Sorry.
Oh, there you go. Hattie helping you out there.
Like, I got the list down and I got frazzled with the name and you.
Yeah.
All right. And what's up, Hattie? Thanks for joining us and doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And like, so how are you feeling going into this, open?
A little frustrated. I got a little shoulder thing going on. So it does, I don't know. It's very humbling when you're working out and you can't do some things that you love. And then like one day a certain movement won't hurt. And then another day that same movement hurts. So I'm kind of just like frustrated in that sense where I'm just like, oh, I can do snatches. And then all of a sudden a couple days later, I'm like, oh, it is kind of sticky in there. You know what I mean? So it's just frustrating that way. But I'm just, again, trying to, figure out my way around that and just trying to be grateful and excited and do what I can do to keep this at a minimum so then we can crush 25.1.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to this channel, you guys are ridiculous. You better subscribe to this channel and give us a like it for Hattie. Don't do it for me. Do it for her. Give her the love. She needs to know that you guys are rooting for her to crush the open this year. So do that. Give her a like. All right. So we're going to talk about kind of like your whole day of eating, Hattie, when you like whatever day you choose to do 25.1. And I just want to like walk through it with you guys on what that day is going to look like. So start me off with breakfast. So you wake up, you know that you're going to be working out that day. And, the floor is reenactment. Okay, I like this.
Wake up, snuggle
really.
My kitty, my new kitty.
Okay.
Feed her first or she'll meow like crazy. So she gets 15 grams. She tracks. No, just kidding.
I don't track, but she tracks.
I don't track, but we track the cat's food.
Yeah. Then the cat needs to be kicked out, right? We don't around here.
Too much time is wasted on her tracking. So in the morning, I usually have like the same breakfast and the same lunch. Lately, I've been switching up my breakfast a little bit. So for a long time, I was... Sorry?
Like, you won't change anything with that then, with it being the day of your actual workout?
No, carbs. Yeah, maybe adding a little bit more carbs in the morning. So usually I'll have like a bagel sandwich with bagel, bacon, egg, tomato, and spinach. I was having that leading up to semifinals, and then it kind of turned me off because during semifinals, it was hilarious. It took me like an hour to eat that bagel sandwich because during competition, you're just not, I don't know what it is. You're not hungry, or maybe it's just like the nerves, but I was just sitting there like, I would take a bite and then I would be sitting there chewing for 10 minutes and Amanda would be like, is that still the same bite? Like, let's go get this bagel sandwich into you. So before I just started my bagel sandwich, I was having like eggs or an omelet or whatever, but I'm back on the bagel sandwich. So I'll have that in the morning with some orange juice.
So, so do you think like for the open, do you feel pretty relaxed then? Will that not be an issue like an in-person competition would be?
I feel like it just depends when I'm going to do it. I probably will have some nerves, but we're doing Friday Night Lights. So I'm thinking about joining the community and doing it then. It's just a lot more, it's just a lot more fun and a little bit more relaxed for sure. But if I decide to do it in the morning or something, then I feel like maybe I'll have some nerves, but I'll still be able to eat breakfast. I don't know what it is about an actual in-person competition that you're just sitting there with, I guess because you're going to be doing it in front of a ton of people.
Yeah.
And when you're at your gym, you're just a little bit more relaxed and comfortable, I guess. So
you're at your gym, like you're not at home.
Yeah.
So it's like you get home, usually you're at home relaxed, you know what you're going to go get into because you're at your own gym with your own community and your own people. So I just feel like qualifiers in the open, you're still like nervous and you want to perform well, but it's not at all the same like experience and stress for your body. I feel like then going like you're at an Airbnb, you're having to grocery shop, you have to get yourself prepared, and then you got to go to the comp where there's way more viewers that aren't just like your gym people.
Yeah.
So Amanda, so you said that you think that you'll just add in some more carbs for her in the morning of the workout.
Yeah, I'd probably space it out throughout the day. Like if you're going to have like, let's say an extra 60 grams of carbs, you're going to kind of space that out. And like, I really try to focus a lot on like qualifiers and like open style workouts. I try to just make sure that you have a little bit more carbs pre-workout and have carbs intra-workout. So we drink dextrose powder and we have it with us the entire time that we're doing the open workout. If there's like or a games workout, like anything like that, if you're on the comp floor, it's like you're probably going to see some athletes bringing out a shaker cup with carbs in it and a water. And it's like if they have a rest in between there or anywhere where they can utilize even just like sticking their tongue in their water bottle, it just sends a response that your body's going to receive carbs and that you're going to have more energy to release during the workout. So I try to focus more on the pre and like during the day, and then making sure that you have carbs. I'm big with like candies. If you've seen any of my athletes sharing their snacks at the gym, it's like snacks galore of candies, Welch's, applesauce packs, like dextrose powder, Gatorade, whatever it is, but they utilize those because it's a fast digesting carbohydrate. We need that source right away. Where if I was doing a 3-day competition, I'd be carb loading 2 days out from that to have extra glycogen storage in the muscle and the liver.
Nice. All right. So then, so you're finishing up breakfast then with, so you got the bagel sandwich. Is that all for breakfast then? You kind of incorporate the whole breakfast into that one sandwich?
And pretty much. And some juice. Yeah. I've been having orange juice as well. So that's just a little bit more carbs in there. Yeah. And sometimes I'll throw in some red peppers, just little veggies, a little more veggies.
Yeah. Okay. So then, so if you're going to work out in the morning, how does that change? I guess that doesn't change anything. So then take me through just like because your lunch will be about the same, you said. So tell me what your lunch would be.
So lunch is my oats. So I usually do oats, some protein powder, some honey for extra carbs, some Greek yogurt for a little extra protein, and then just like some water and then berries. So that's what I usually have for lunch. Yeah, I think that's about it. But usually I'll like work out in between then. So I'll have like a little bit of candy or some dextrose powder, like this carbolin powder that I have. So usually I'll have that before I work out. On the day of the open, I don't know if I'll have that right then. Maybe I'll have like a snack in between because I'll have the dextrose powder later that night if I end up doing it at night, right?
Okay. Workout like snack will be then like right before, like what's the time frame, I guess, like how much before you do 25.1 will you start taking like the dextrose and the candy, and like will that be pretty much your pre-workout snack?
Amanda, what do you say? How long? Probably half an hour, I was gonna say.
Like 15 to 30 minutes, or even like I feel like we utilize it a lot in our warm-up. Like I'll like be on the bike or she'll be on the bike and it'll be like, hey, do a quick little primer and then get some carbs in. And she'll just chug a little bit, set it up at her station. And it's like, I would do like more of the applesauce pack and the gummies, like 15 to 30 minutes probably prior. Cause like then you are going to get a little bit more nervous and adrenaline's going to be up a little bit because everybody's set up. You got your camera set up, you're going for it. So it's like, I would have like the stuff that you're actually chewing like 15 to 30 minutes beforehand, and then just have like a Gatorade or a dextrose powder at hand, just because it just offers like, it's a fast digesting carbohydrate and it'll work as an immediate source of energy. Justin actually told me that tip last year of like when we had that, I think it was 24.3 with the thrusters. It was like there was a 1 minute rest in between. And he was like, tell all your athletes to get a sip of carbs in there, put their tongue in it, like just send kind of some response to the brain that it's like, oh, I'm going to get food right now because I put my tongue in a Gatorade bottle or whatever, right? So it's like, you don't need to chug it in between. I don't want to be throwing up while I'm doing my muscle ups, but I just want to make sure that it's like, oh man, that first 7 minutes gassed me. So now I'm going to get a little sippy sip. And like even some of the qualifiers, it's like you got those carbs on hand and there's an interval or rest period somewhere. You sippy sip some carbs and then you wet your whistle with some water and you get back to work.
Some sippy sip. All right.
Sippy sip and wet your whistle. I like it.
So you see what you get here when you're following along with CBG content. You get little tidbits like that where if you got a 1 minute break, you get a little sippy sip.
A little
sippy sip in that 1 minute break, and that's going to help you.
A little tippy sip. Ooh.
Well, that's later.
But that's going to help you give you that slight little edge over your friends, so you'll be able to talk smack with them. So if you want help with someone like Coach Amanda, then click the link in the description. That will get you to be able to start the conversation to see how CBG can help you and help you to crush your workouts like Hattie's going to do. And you get those little, sippy sip tidbits there. So, all right. So you're actually there with Hattie then, like kind of poking her like, hey, take drinks. Hey, take a to eat
like
this.
90% of the times. And I usually go to competitions with her too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, nice. So speaking of competitions, Hattie, which ones are you doing like outside of the open? Like, because there's like the Mayhem Classic, like there's some of those in-person ones. Like, have you decided where you're heading?
Yeah, so I actually just got an invite to Northern California Classic, so the NCC. So I'll be doing that one, and then I'll probably just do the in-person or the in-affiliate semifinals. We'll see about TFX. Like if I need to do it, then I'll maybe try to go there as well. But as of right now, it's probably just going to be the NCC and the in-affiliate semifinals.
Okay. All right. So then what does the post-workout recovery like meals look like? Because that's probably just as important, right? I mean, especially, are you going to be like a one and done workout, or do you think you might do it, another time or two before it's
I would love to just be a one and done, but oh my gosh, sorry. My cat just jumped up and scraped my knee. I would love to just be a one and done, but we'll see with the shoulder and everything how it goes. Maybe we'll have to redo, and that's fine. So we'll see. We'll take it day by day. Okay.
So then that recovery meal might be that recovery meal is going to be really important then if you're going to do it again, maybe the next day or 2 days after or something like that. So Amanda, what are you like? Do you have to force Hattie to eat anything afterwards? or what's the plan there?
Breakfast at competitions. Otherwise, it's like we have our routine of like when we're at comps, we do like pasta with beef and meat sauce. Anyone that stays with us, like our poor boy Rashad, he is Hattie's manager, and he eats with us and stays with us usually. So he's like, where's these magnificent burger bowls and these recipes you're making at home? We just have pasta every time. Pasta is great because it's higher in carbs. And then usually when you're competing, you don't really eat a lot of fats during the day. It's like you might have a little bit of minimal fats in the morning. And then depending on when your first event starts, you really only prioritize like protein and fast digesting carbohydrates in between events. If you got like a big gap, like a couple of maybe four hours, then maybe you can have a meal. I still suggest to keep fats low. So the recovery meal will look like a higher fat, higher carb refill. And then usually after we have dinner, we also will have like a bowl of cereal with some protein milk in there.
All right.
Carbs.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Will that be the same after the open, though?
Open, I would
You know what I
say
mean?
not as high in fats, but I would say still like loading up on carbs. And then if your next day is a regular training day, you just get back into that consistency. But the extra carbs at night will just help with recovery, and the extra fats at night will help with central nervous system recovery as well. So it's like at least that you won't be feeling like extra beat up the next day.
Nice. Well, there you go. Well, that sounds like the whole day then for Hattie. And so again, this is what you get with CBG. If you want to get that edge against all the other people in your gym, if you want to be the top dog at your gym, then you need to click that link in the description so that you can get linked up with CBG and you can get a coach like Amanda that will help you be able to crush these workouts. So Hattie, thank you so much for giving me some time to hang out with us and letting us get a little glimpse into your world as these workouts are coming up. And thanks to you too, Coach Amanda, for helping make the connection and stuff and joining us as well and giving your expertise, advice.
Just eat your carbs.
Get those little sips in.
Sippy sip.
All right, y'all. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. So, so Amanda, where can people find you?
They can find me through a link that I usually share on my Instagram, and my Instagram is coach_Amanda_CBG.
I got you.
You can find me right there. But yeah, that's probably where most people find me, or something that Justin might share on his on the CBG page as well.
All right, cool. And Hattie, you want to give any shout outs? Where can people follow along with you?
Just on my Instagram, Hattie Kanyo, at Hattie Kanyo, or YouTube. I have YouTube where I have lots of videos on there, like how-to videos and stuff like that, because I'm also a coach, a CrossFit coach. So,
sweet.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks again for joining me, guys, and thank you for tuning in. And we will catch you next time. So for Hattie, for Amanda, I'm Joel. Quit tracking those macros. Knock it off. Peace out.
Do you track macros?
No.
Neither of us track macros. It's working out pretty well.
Say so. Especially for you.